You know what's really funny is that I know this says autofocus, but it just says AF in the corner of my screen, and all I can think of is AF every time I look at it. All right. Hello Smileverse, welcome back to my channel. I'm Katy B, coming to you from the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection, Philadelphia. And today is a very special video and I'm super excited for it, and I've been waiting for it for a long time. It is the Katy B Q&A. You've got questions, I've got answers. So this video is particularly special to me because Q&As are always my favorite videos to watch. You just find out so much personal information about people and you get to feel like you get to know them better. And I've been wanting to do one for a really long time. When I first started my channel, I almost just made a list of questions just to do a video. I never got around to it, but now I'm a live streamer and I actually have participation. It's so exciting. So I went on Instagram and asked people for questions, so I am going to answer as many of them as I can in this video. And second exciting thing is we have some Loverade merch. Peep the red hoodie, y'all. So this is the Loverade in color hoodie. So basically all the Loverade logos, whether they be the big one or the small one on the heart, come in two versions. The classic, which comes in white, black, and gray, and in color, which comes in red and different colors depending on which shirt you choose. So then I also have, this is our Loverade pillow right here, which I showed in my last video. And I have my sipping some Loverade from my mug. You know, it's just a lot of advertisement to start a video off with. But it's new and I'm excited and I wanted to show you guys. So if you're interested in purchasing any Loverade merch, check out my Smileverse shop. Description is below. There's a link, and if you use code Smileverse from now until January 31st, you can actually get 20% off your order. So use it early, use it often. Get yourself some Loverade. And if you don't know what Loverade is, the short version is basically, it's the opposite of haterade. It's a declaration of a life towards kindness to yourself, kindness towards others, and sending love around the world. So I encourage you to join us. So without further ado, let's get to the questions. So the first question comes from Brownies05, aka Miss M if you follow the stream. How do you maintain being such a positive person? This is a great question, kind of a deep one to start off with. First off, I just want to make it very clear that although I am a positive person, I am not positive all the time. I think we live in a world where everyone is seeing the highlight reels and everyone thinks that everyone else has this perfect life, and I wanted to be very upfront with you guys. One of the reasons that positivity and working on, I like to call it the pursuit of happiness, is so important to me is because I suffer from depression, because I have issues with anxiety. I've learned that trying to sort of vibrate on a higher level, just to sound a little bit like new agey, but that all attributes to like dealing with the things that I struggle with. And if I didn't struggle with these things, I don't know if I would pay as much attention to trying to be positive, trying to work on myself, trying to make other people happy. It became sort of this relentless thing for me because of the issues that I was dealing with. So I want to be very open that, you know, it's very much both sides. I definitely, you know, wake up some days feeling down, wake up some days feeling useless, wake up some days feeling pathetic, wake up some days feeling, I don't know, like I'm not getting anywhere. But I always come back to like my major things. That like while I'm feeling bad, one of the best ways to feel better is to make someone else feel good. Doing grateful list, making sure that I can find at least 3 things to be grateful for. That always puts me in a better mood. And then I also have my little like tips that I like to do. Little like put on a funny show, put on some good music. That can help me get better. And sometimes you need to take a day. This is very important. And I'm not gonna say anything more about this because I need to get to the next question. But just like I said, it's not all roses. Sometimes it's okay to not be okay. And sometimes I'll take 2 days and I'll sit in my sweatpants and I'll just feel a little bit crappy. And then 2 days later, start to feel a little bit better. Don't feel down on yourself if you can't be positive all the time, because nobody is. Next question, when are you coming back to Atlanta? I was just recently, a couple months ago, visited some friends in Atlanta, and I had a great time. I loved Atlanta. I will probably be back again, but I have some other trips coming up, so it'll probably be a little bit later. Next question, another quick answer. JJ's the realist says, when are we getting married? I need to know this. JJ, you watch my stream, you know I only take marriage proposals on Thursdays between 7:36 and 7:37. Okay, what was it like dancing for the NBA? This is a great question. So for those of you who don't know, I used to be a Sixers dancer. I danced for the 76ers for 5 seasons. I probably would have danced more if there wasn't a cap at the time. I grew up as a big Sixers fan, a big basketball fan. All in all, it was amazing, it was exciting, it was exhilarating, and gosh, sometimes I wish I could still do it. Okay, next question. How's Jess and Alexis and Margot and Jordan? Oh, and you. This message comes from, hey, Gary Swan Designs, AKA graphic designer extraordinaire and editor of this video. Gary, Jess and Alexis and Margot and Jordan are all wonderful. So for those of you who don't follow me on my live stream, these are all friends of mine who have co-hosted. Guys, now you know that people are still asking about you. Come back on my stream. They'd love to see you co-host again, I'm sure. And this one's from Old Zoo. What is your favorite scary movie? I don't like scary movies, Old Zoo. I am a wimp. All right, next question. Squishy asked on my Snapchat, smooth or crunchy peanut butter? Squishy, I definitely say crunchy. It's funny, when I was younger, I used to like smooth. And I remember with like salsa, for instance, I would dip the chip in just into like the juice part of it. And now I'm like, give me all the good stuff. I want all of it. So Golden 2.0, Kat asked me, looking back, would you change anything? And if so, why? I love this question because I feel like everybody is always like, oh, I wouldn't change anything because it's what made me the person I was today. Like, no, let's be real. Like, there's nothing you would change. Nothing. Nothing at all. Yeah, I definitely feel like we learn from our experiences, but sure, I'm sure there's like some tickets I wish I didn't get, and you know, some relationships that I wish I'd acted a little bit different in, and some things I wish I did because I was always very cautious. This question is from CJ Walsh. How do you keep your online commitments and real life relationships separate? This is actually very difficult, especially with live streaming. I'm pretty good with disconnecting from my social media in general. I love on the weekend to kind of like leave my phone to the side. When I have like a certain promotion or things going on, then I kind of like to be involved and I get excited about it, but otherwise I'm pretty good at disconnecting. But live streaming is tough because you could live stream all the time if you wanted to, and you really have to make a distinction. You really have to spend some time to like focus on other parts of your life. And it's also easy, like you can kind of stream everything you're doing. So I can go out and just stream everything, but I like to definitely take private time, alone time, special time, and then still give a lot of special experiences to my stream, share things with them that are exciting. It's also hard to figure out where to separate as far as like you make all these new friends on this online platform, but it's a lot of people, and I already have my own friendships that, you know, I might be struggling to keep up with. So, you know, I'm just like try and set some boundaries and be like, okay, this is when I'm streaming. When I'm not streaming, I might not get back to you, or it might take a little bit longer. You know, if you want to chat with me, come chat in the chat, and otherwise, you know, we'll see what happens. What was the best pickup line you have fallen for? Like, it was like, hi, what's your name? Nice to meet you. And like, oh, let me buy you a cocktail. And then like we got to talking. Literally, that was it, pretty much, for pretty much all of them. If you go to Comic-Con in Philadelphia in June, would you cosplay? If so, who would you cosplay as? So for those of you who don't know me, I love costumes and props and always have. I love a theme party. I love Halloween. So I have a plethora, a veritable bevy of costumes that I own. And I've never been to a Comic-Con. I love comic book movies. I love fantasy. I've just never, I don't know why. I would assume that I would have worked one at some point, but I haven't. So if I were to go to the Philadelphia Comic-Con, I would dress up as Wonder Woman. One, because she's my favorite superhero of all time, by far. I love her. And also because it's like my coolest costume as far as like details. It's like the most legit. I have a Captain Marvel one, but it's like a cheaper one. I have Queen Mira. Again, I think the Wonder Woman's probably the best one. I would also consider going as Queen Mira, actually, because not a lot of people would be here. But, so one of those two. Wonder Woman for like the authenticity of my costume, or Queen Mira just because once I get my hair dyed again, that'll look better. Okay, here's another question. If your inner voice was an actual person and talked to you the way it usually does, would you enjoy the conversation and keep in touch with them? That is such an interesting question. And that one's kind of hard to answer. I feel like it's hard because like we're hard on ourselves. So I think that's like the trick to the question. It's like, well, you know, you talk down to yourself, so that's not someone you would want to hang out with. But yet, I fairly enjoy being in my brain and thinking about things. So I'm gonna go for yes. I would totally be friends with myself. Our next question is from Derek. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is, I don't know exactly what my biggest fear is. I'm not really afraid of heights or like spiders, or I'm kind of afraid of mice, but nothing crazy. All right, so what I'm gonna say is I have 2 reoccurring nightmares that I always have, and these are like 2 of the things that drive me crazy. So one of them's like a big thing. So I get back spasms, and sometimes I have nightmares. I always have nightmares that I'm being attacked, and it's someone's like stabbing me on the back, or like tickling me, like so much it's painful, like in the same spot. I think it's on this side actually, whatever side it is that I get back spasms. So I think like just, and then I can't yell. That's the other thing. That's really scary. So I can't yell for help because like I yell and like nothing comes out of my mouth. So like I guess being attacked of some kind. And the other thing is kind of like a little bit funnier, but my other recurring nightmare is that I'm always somewhere very important and I don't have what I need. So I'm at the SATs and I don't have a pencil. I'm at a Sixers game and I don't have my costume. I am at a flight and I don't have my passport. You know, like whatever the thing may be. And I always say this is why I overpack, because I just like have this fear of like not having what I need. So, this first. I am Katy B coming to you live from the city of brotherly, live. I'm not live. We can like do a little cut there. 1, because she's my favorite superhero. 1, because she's my favorite. Why can't I get these words out? 1, because she's my favorite superhero of all time. My biggest fear is, I don't know what my biggest fear is. I have sort of, stop it right there. Okay, so that's it. Challenge completed. I answered all the questions that I got. If you like this video, don't forget to hit it with a thumbs up, and in the comments below, ask me any questions you want for the next Q&A or any ideas for any videos you'd like to see soon. You can leave that down there below too. If you want to check out the merch, don't forget, the link is in the description. If you want to follow me on the gram or Twitter or Facebook, the name is @katybeaver, beaver like the animal, not like Justin, just like my YouTube channel. If you'd like to follow me on Meet Me or Tagged, my username is Katy B on my streaming platform, so feel free to join me on there to hang out with us on the stream. And thank you so much for helping me serve up smiles, share silliness, and sip on that Loverade. I am Katy B signing off from Philadelphia, and I will see you guys in this John next time. Bye.